and welcome to season 3 of the Peppered Peach. I am pumped that you're all here, and I'm excited to share this next recipe from Magnolia Cookbook volume number 3, which is perfect for spring and summer because it is coconut cream cake. So I'm pumped. I love coconut and I love cake, so we have all of our ingredients right here. So let's start off season 3 with a bang. All right, so our first step to make our coconut cream cake is to put our eggs in the blender as well as the sugar, but we're first going to start with the eggs. So let's get these in there and whip these up for about a minute. There's 2. Oh, making a mess. I was trying to be cool and clean about it, but now I have a mess in my hands. All right, and number 4. Okay, let's whip these for 1 minute. Then we'll add the sugar for about 8 minutes. All right, so let's add in our sugar. And we're gonna let this go for about 8 minutes. It should, she says, double in size. So while that's going, let's go head over to the stove because we have to heat up our milk and our butter, and we're going to use that later on in the recipe. So let's head over here, and I'm going to put my small burner on, and I'm going to add in some milk and some butter. Okay. And we're going to wait for this to, melt down the butter, and then we'll put this off to the side while we gather our rest of our ingredients together. Okay, so while we have our eggs and our sugar mixing over here, we have our butter and our milk on the stove. Let's get our flour mixture ready. So we have flour, some baking powder, and some kosher salt. And we're just going to whisk this together for a little bit. Make sure everything is combined. All right, perfect. So once our egg mixture is done, then we'll start adding in our flour mixture. But we do have maybe about another 4 minutes before we can start adding anything to our egg mixture. So let's check out our saucepan. And our butter's not melted yet. So we'll give this a couple more minutes and then we'll be able to start combining all of our ingredients together. All right, so our mixture is just about done. It's nice and fluffy. It's doubled definitely in size. So now we're gonna shut this off and we are going to add in some of our flour mixture. And we're gonna do this in 3 parts. So let's mix this up first. Let me check on our sauce over here with our milk and butter. It's not yet melted, but we're getting there. All right, let's put in our next little bit of flour. You know what, 3 parts. We'll just do 2 parts. It's fine. I'm just gonna use a spatula here to get the sides. So a couple more minutes. Let's check on our saucepan. Here, looks like the butter is just about melted. Yes. All right. So our butter mixture, oh, is it? Yes. This is all melted. So I'm going to take this off and bring this right over here because we're going to add this to our mixture right here. All right. So now I'm going to actually take this off because now we're just going to be stirring. We don't need our whisker anymore. Okay. So let's take this off. And now we're going to add in some vegetable oil, some coconut extract. So the recipe does call for almond extract, but if you've been watching this show, not a big fan of almond extract, so I'm adding in vanilla extract. And 1 cup of shredded coconut. Now we're just going to stir this together. Okay. All right. So this is an interesting next step. Let me move this off to the side here. Because we are actually going to take 1 cup of our batter. We're going to stick it into the saucepan to temper. Should probably get a spoon, right? That would help. All right. Okay. Let me just grab a spoon. And we're just going to stir this. So she says to do this to temper the milk to get it ready to come into here, so that's fine. Actually, I should be whisking this, she says. So let me whisk this. Okay. And we're going to do that 1 more time. So 1 more cup of our batter. Okay. Which is an interesting step, like I said. All right, now we're going to whisk this together. Still a little chunky. Trying to get it all mixed. Okay, that should do it. Now we actually are going to go back to our mixer now. I am going to add our milk mixture to this and then whisk again, but not for very long. It's a little messy. But sometimes the messiest things are the best things. Okay, so let's add in our mixture here. Well, a little bit of a mess, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, so let's scrape the sides. Make sure it's all together. It smells really good. So we're off to a good start here, I would say, for season 3. All right. So now it's time to add this to our prepared glass baking sheet here. This is a 9x13, so we are just going to throw this. It's all of the coconut hanging on for dear life to our whisker here. All right, doesn't want to go in. It's all right, you win. All right, so we're going to take this and pour this into our glass pan here. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we're going to put this in the oven for 25 minutes, and we're going to put this in the middle rack. So let's go over and throw this in the oven, and we'll see what this looks like in 25 minutes. See you in 25. All right, so our cake has a couple minutes left, but I do have a double oven so I can get prepared on some other ingredients for our cake. So we have the rest of our shredded coconut here. We're gonna put this on our pan. We're gonna spread it around a little bit. And that is the mark right there that our temperature is up to 350, and we're gonna toast this at 350 for about 8 minutes. And we'll stir this halfway through. All right, so while that's all going, let's get our whipped cream ready. Our coconut whipped cream, I should say. So the first step is to get our heavy cream in our mixer. And we're gonna whip this. We're gonna whip it good. Okay, our whipped cream is creamed. Or, yeah, our cream is creamed. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna give this one more turnaround with the whisker. So now we are going to use 1 tablespoon of the cream of coconut that we have. So that was that tin can that we had. I separated that out. We're going to spread the rest of this on top of the cake once the cool cake is out, and it's maybe about cool for about 10 minutes. So let's add in 1 tablespoon of the cream of coconut and our powdered sugar. All right, and we're gonna mix this up for a couple minutes. Okay, this is ready to go. That's it. Okay, so our whipped cream is ready. Once our cake is done, we're gonna pull that out. We're gonna put some holes in the cake itself, and then we're gonna add in the rest of the cream of coconut, and then we're gonna let that cool for about 1 hour, and then we can finally taste it. But right now, let's go check out our toasted, shredded coconut and see if this needs a quick little stir. Sure does. This will go on top of the cake once it's all done and cooled. So a couple more minutes. Smells so good. And we'll take that out, and our cake has a couple more minutes as well. All right, so our toasted coconut is ready. We're gonna put this off to the side. Now let's check out our cake. It's done. All right. Looks beautiful. Okay. So this is going to be a fun next step. I'm going to move it this way. Oh, let me take our timer off. Okay. Now this is going to be a fun next step. So we are going to put 12 holes into this cake, and then we're going to pour this coconut cream on top. So I'm going to do 3 and 4. So 1. Okay. Now we're cooking. All right. Now we're going to spread this on top. This is oddly satisfying. I don't know why. but smells yummy too. All right, so now we let this cool for 1 hour, and then after that, we will add our whipped cream on top along with our toasted coconut, and then we'll be able to try this out. All right, y'all, it's been about an hour since we've let our coconut cream cake chill out. So let's add in our whipped cream, and then we'll top that off with our toasted and shredded coconut. Let's dump this on. And I'm gonna spread it all around. Oh yeah. Who is pumped to try this? Yes. So Lewis is not a big fan of coconut, so I don't know that he'll be trying it. That just means more for friends and family. Okay. All right. Can't leave any whipped cream behind, you know? All right, so let's get our shredded and toasted coconut pieces on here. I don't know that I'm gonna do all of them, but I'm just gonna play it by ear. Let's see how much we wanna add on, because this is a lot. Okay, I think we're good to go. All right. Let's cut a piece and try this out. All right, guys, it's time to try our coconut cream cake. Oops. Oh yeah, this tastes so good. I'm gonna take another bite. It is so light. It's so fresh tasting. I love the cream on top. The cake is so moist. It's so amazing. I love this. I did not expect to like it as much as I do, to be honest. It's really good. I will definitely be making this again. It's gonna be a nice summer treat for guests, or if you're having a party, definitely put this on your menu. It is really, really good. If you make it, let me know what you think about it. I love it, but I wanna hear from you. I'll catch you next time. Thanks so much for coming by and watching us make this cake. All right, so it's been about an hour since we've let our cake settle. No, what was this called? Coconut cream here. Okay, so while our cook. That was yummy.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.